morning. To remind oneself that I is not only the quality we invest, like the body, a certain mind. To remind oneself that I can be alone without qualities is of a big relief. It roots out, strangely enough, it roots out the deep anxiety of humankind, of this feeling of separation or of death. So I invite to dedicate some time to that dedicate some time to what is when everything else is not hooked at. And actually it's very simple in a way, because for that you have not to find or follow any idea or concept or belief. You just free yourself, give up, knowing that you were never born, but there is a moment of an experience of giving up, to just be, and it cannot be described. So, welcome to that, to this and that. So for those who didn't come before, this space is not only mine, it is yours. So you are free to express or to tell what your mind tells you. As it looks to me that if one follows a thought, then is again with qualities, looking like gluing qualities when it's not. The glue is due to beliefs. Nothing else.
Ganga, I would like to just share that it's not very important, but I'm so excited because I had a full day.
What?
I had a full day
Yeah.
at home. I didn't have my mind for a full day, and it was amazing. Just.
I love to laugh. Thank you to make us laugh. It's nice. No mind. The mind came back?
I should just sit quiet and then that's it. I mean, I know I could just keep quiet. I just wanted to share this because, yeah.
I don't think I say something else. But one has to say that it's not obvious at once sometimes what it means to keep quiet. So if one knows, perfect. It's not because you are agitated and speaking that you cannot keep quiet. So, just to know what is quite a luck. That's why the Zen said, no, when I drink a tea, I drink a tea. When I don't drink a tea, I don't drink a tea. Ah, sorry, coffee. Simple, not manipulated by the mind. But the mind can appear, there is no problem also when it's like that. Okay.
Thank you.
So do you want to hear anything, I don't know what, you have to ask me. Yeah, maybe you can.
Just the other night, I've had a really profound experience. I know it's an experience, but it has completely shaken me, struck me,
touched me so much with a barn owl.
With?
A barn owl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was late at night and it was on the fence just outside the window, staring at me for ages. This most magnificent owl. And I don't know, feels like the encounter has, I don't know, done something, shaken something. It's just, yeah, I know it's an experience,
Yeah.
but
Where are you left? Where are you left?
I have no idea.
I think it's a good relief.
Yeah.
If there is anything which can be shaken, it means something, some quality, some description was still too much, and it can be shaken by anything, sure. And so what's important is where you are left. And that, I don't think it can be caught by an experience. See, what cannot be caught by an experience will be always in a blink of an eye, in a snap of a finger, because it's not in time. In time you have experiences. Only in time you have experiences. So, where you are left, which could be experience in a split second, but it's not the experience. An experience will be expressed like that. It is not caught by time, by the time. That's why it's always available when you are not busy with the time. Means with the mind and the body, which is time itself. So that's enough. That's enough to make you know I am not only the body and the mind. And that removes the anxiety, the deep belief of separation, anxiety, those things. The search. What I see is that a glimpse, I mean that which is not catchable, and still you know that the experience of it is a glimpse of something else, of what you are in fact. That can happen at any time and with anything. But what may take time, having got a glimpse and the mind reappears, is the surrender of the mind. because even though you know, okay, the search is gone, I know who I am, the mind will try up to the max to, he's not even try, by nature he will reappear with a lot of energy and fantasy. And so here it may take time to have a mind surrendered. Surrender means he doesn't trouble you anymore. He's surrendered. He knows his helplessness and hopelessness here. Not theoretically, not because you know it, but in fact. That's why it is very important to be vigilant. Vigilant means dedicating a moment to nothing. And not the concept of nothingness. I said nothing. Yes, please.
This is my first time here.
Welcome.
We just came from Israel.
Yes.
Anat, my wife, and my daughter, Libby, over there.
You. Yes.
First time I meet you.
Yeah. Welcome.
And I was with Papaji
Oh,
many years ago
oh,
in Lucknow,
lucky you.
almost 30 years ago.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But the meeting was not in time.
Time passed just like this. And now I have a daughter. She's 23 years old. And I have a question.
Please.
I know that you're a mother also.
Yeah, sure.
I know. And I have a question regarding the next generation as a father. As I'm trying to, I'm asking myself, what is the right way as a father regarding my daughter, regarding my relationship?
She looks all right. Yeah.
What is the right association
For you.
for
Or
me
for her?
as a father and for my daughter? Because things happen.
The right association is to dedicate a moment to nobody. And then the destiny of each body shows up, and you have not much control about that. So there is a kind of trust. You have to trust. And you can trust only when you are not too busy with questions and the mind. Yeah. Otherwise, it would be like, it would be nice, of course, it's human, but it would be like somebody detains the perfect way to, the perfect suggestion to make this world all right, or personal relationship all right. It doesn't work like that, isn't it? So the meeting with Papaji makes you remind that that meeting has to be present. And that will be the best company for yourself and for those who love you. Trust that. That it has to be alive, not only in memory, alive. Have you a question about that?
I didn't understand. What was the last sentence?
I say it has to be alive, not only in the memory of it. So do you have any question about that? That's what I ask.
I experience as a father that there is many teacher now, many way to get your experience, to develop yourself, to ask who am I, what am I doing, many ways.
Sure.
And my daughter also, she discovered.
She can speak, huh? Why don't we give her the mic? If you like. You are searching? Are you searching something in this life?
Am I searching? Not something specific.
Not something specific, but
No.
you are well.
I'm well. I'm very well. Actually, I thought to ask you something else about that.
Yeah.
I didn't came with a question, but while you were speaking, I thought to share that in the last week, on Sunday, I had a moment that really reflects my last period of time.
I didn't hear well. You had a time of?
That I can, if I will share about this moment, you will understand what I'm saying about my last times. I was in a conscious dance of a friend that we hold together, a group of friends,
Yeah.
in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
And I'm in, well now I'm here, but in a way I'm in a visit in Israel now for the last couple of months. I'm living in Costa Rica. And everything is happening so fast. Also there and also here and also in Israel. I feel like, well, after the dance, I was helping during the dance and I was singing at the end, and I had a lot of responsibility, and the energies became really high. And it was such a pleasure to see the participants really going for it. And I came after, a way of traffic and hurrying and being late, and after the dance I was in such a high because of what happened there and the energies that we came out.
So high and low. You mean you were high and then low?
Yeah, and when I left I couldn't handle anything. I needed to lay down on a bench and take a few minutes of breath and closing my eyes, and I feel like this moment really reflects everything. Like a lot of amazing things are happening.
Yes.
And I'm overwhelmed.
Yes, but you see, it's well described. You were high because of some practice, because of some condition.
Yeah.
So the high, the good, the beautiful experience with all what it brings is conditional. So as it is conditional, it is in time. And the time, what is the quality of the time, or the the particularity of time. The time makes things go on changing. So after high, you go low. Because the high was conditioned. So now, what I try to indicate in satsang is to be freed from this bondage of conditioning. And the conditioning becomes, binds you because of a belief. Because I dance in a certain way and whatnot, you already know it will bring you what you described. You see? So, you can continue this way. I just explain why it's totally natural to be high and low when you depend on conditions. So maybe hearing that, maybe knowing that, it will be less dramatic. The moment I try to indicate in the satsang is exactly that which is to, because I cannot say differently and describe, but which is not bound by conditions, because it's not experienced by someone who wants to reach somewhere, etc. So it's a different target in a way. But maybe you want to be high because you don't feel what you feel otherwise, like something is missing, not so happy, and so on. Maybe that's why you dance.
I actually feel that I'm high all the time, from just sitting, drinking coffee, from meeting a
Then
friend.
it's great, lucky you.
And then every now and then, I just can't hold it.
Look, you don't have to worry. You do, yeah, but you have to worry why you are worried. Why? It's in you, huh? It's not in her. Okay. So, be freed for a split second not to be a father. Ooh.
That's everyone.
Ooh. It's your birthright. That's what Papaji said. It's your birthright. And that's how you got a glimpse. Because you trusted it. You experienced it.
Yeah, I'm trying to let go. As a father, I'm always trying to let go. Because
But when you try to let go, it's already too much effort. Don't hook at it, that's all. It's not that you are a father and you have to let go, no. You are never a father, and because of the life, you became a father. So you start from prior of being a father. Means you have not to let go. You just have not to hook at the quality. Okay?
Ganga, is the mind the enemy?
No.
Should we? No.
But he is your tool. And he wants to be a master sometimes. That's the game, that's the movie.
And when it is a game, so we can also be gentle with the mind in order to.
Just ignore first and then be gentle.
Can you say that again, sir?
Just ignore it and then be gentle if you like. But you do as you like, but if you ask me. You will never know the nature of the mind really if you are first gentle with it, you know. We have been gentle enough, myriads of years, and enemy also, for myriads of years, with this mind. And still we search. How come? It means it's not enough to know that. There's something which has not been seen, isn't it? So with this particular subjective search of who am I, for example, to put it in words, you know at once the nature of the mind. Inexistent. It is inexistent. It's a mirage, it's a movie. By nature. So there is no question to be gentle or not here. And after, when it reappears, it's the destiny which is formed by your own birth, which goes on. That's the movie. Yeah? And there, if you are a gentleman, you can be gentle. It's not an obligation. It will come naturally if you are gentle or not with your mind. Who cares? Okay? And in the movie, you see, you can't help. The mind will be your master sometimes, sometimes not, and so on. It goes on. But because you have been a split second in its background, let's say, in what is where this movie can be seen, the print of that will always wake you up at some point. Oh, it's a movie, it's my dream, which will continue up to your death. But you will wake up, and because of these moments of waking up, the deep anxiety and the search disappeared, or disappears. In that way, that's why it's so precious. It's not precious if you consider the life because it doesn't change much, your destiny and your life. But it changes everything if you can wake up here and there. You know. So. It's amazing, since we bought Papaji. If you see the life of Papaji, let's say his search was definitively gone when he met the Ramana. And look at his life afterwards. Look at his life. He had to rush to help his family in Pakistan at the partition. And after he had to take care of all the members of his family. And then he could feel a bit free. Oh, finally I can dedicate my time to the Ganga. And then he meets a young girl with whom he has a family again. And you think he planned that? No. Destiny. And yet, he was totally free. Because knowing exactly what's what. Not every second of the time. This is completely a concept. But the print of his, I don't know to say, to have waken up, let's say like that, is enough. And you can wake up just now because it's always there. And you don't need yourself as somebody, especially you don't need that one, so that it's obvious. So it's not an attainment.
I think I asked before, but I feel to ask again. Because since I'm here, I'm always like referring back or thinking back of the experiences that I had when I was with Muji.
Yeah.
And I don't experience that here, and I shared that with you.
I have a heart. It's the hard way, I know. I don't coat it with sugar.
I just move within myself from.
You just.
I move within myself from. I don't know how to express, but I feel my experiences are there.
Yeah.
But when I'm here, I so much trust what you are saying that I.
But why you trust me? You trust to you? I don't know. There is no sugar here. You don't know? I don't know. But I don't go back to something. Imagine if I was living, going back to my life with Papaji at the bank of the Ganga. Heavenly life. Beautiful life. That I don't have now like that. I would suffer, isn't it? I would suffer. I would be in a big mess. But you see, you do as you like. If you still need to taste a little bit, go and taste. You are always welcome. If you see, but by yourself, not because I tell you, that you see this gentleman, he had a glimpse with Papaji. Yeah, I can say so. He had a glimpse with Papaji, but it's a glimpse because the mind came back and didn't surrender all the time at least, okay? So, maybe that's what happened at Moji's place. You have a glimpse and you interpret it with your concepts or the concepts which are going on there. You translate it in a certain way and you believe more your mind than the real glimpse that you got. So here what I do is that it's not different, but I don't quote, I don't cover it by the expression of the mind. And the more he can say is, I don't know, but not in a bitter way, not in a, there is nothing there. So I just explain how it looks to me. And that I call the surrender of the mind. It may take time to abandon the talk, the new beliefs of the experiences of the mind. It may take time. These are called glimpses, experiences of oneself. And you like to go back because you never lived something more looking like real and more better than that. Of course, I agree. But for some reason, if you ask me, I cannot measure my happiness. To be freed from experiences. I have experiences in the life, but to be freed to run after an experience. But maybe you see it's interesting for you. Get some more experiences with the trust you have. And you will be maybe aware that you are in love with the expression, with what the mind presents. Because now you are confusing what you are with the expression of it that you loved so much. That's why you go back there, that's why you remember it. It would be very good just to see, oh, it's still the mind. It's still the mind. And if it is the mind, there is nothing wrong, but it will go on changing, it will fade away. Isn't it? It fades away. It takes some time for the mind to surrender. That's why I'm so uncompromising, you see. After you do whatever you like.
May I ask you what is that?
Sorry?
The peace you speak about, what it...
The peach?
Peace?
The what? Peace. Ah, the peace, sorry. The pinch. The peace, yeah.
You speak about like what it is, because I think I think of it because I felt at peace.
At peace, yeah. Yeah, but you see, describe me that peace. It's undescribable. Still, describe me that peace. You were not troubled by anything. All this, you are in the absolute. Yeah? That's one aspect. It's like, the mind is like a coin. Generally, we leave only one face, which is agitation, blah, blah, blah. And then when you search, suddenly you experience the eighth other thing, where there is nothing there. Nothing. You see? But it's still in the mind. That's why you are in, you are out, you are in, you are out. So that peace is still conditional. That peace, the condition is moody. Your love for him, your trust for him, his presence. You see? Now, be freed from conditions. Be freed from conditions. And the peace I mentioned, it's not very, a happy word to mention, but it's very difficult with words since it's undescribable. But it is not the peace that the mind knows or the body knows, that the experience shows. It's a peace which contains peaceful moment and its opposite. It's ununderstandable, it's strange, it's funny, it's like that. Yeah. And that only removes the search. Only that. Imagine that my own master Papaji, he removed one condition, Ramana. Don't bring Ramana here. Ramana. That's something else, huh? Don't bring Ramana here. Don't bring Buddha here. If you like. You see, we need support, so since we are into names, Papaji, Ramana, Buddha, Uji, all this is the second tone. We need to remove the first tone. Is the second tone to remove the first tone. Then what you do? So we have been blessed to have a second tone. But the second tone tells himself, I will do the job, then throw me after that. It's your birthright if you want to.
You asked me the other day if this thing, the depression I've always had, and I had to think about it a little bit. And what I see is that what's happening now seems to be that it's not glimpses, but it's moments where I see who I think I am, some kind of a belief.
Okay.
Or somewhere where I landed, but I didn't know that I landed there.
Yeah, okay.
And when I see it, it goes, and it feels like a relatively lighter, like something is gone. So
Yeah.
I feel lighter.
Yeah.
And then this thing hits me even harder. It's like, then it comes even more desperate, even more.
Yeah, yeah. Because the control has been gone for a while, so the mind comes with this whole effulgency of power.
Yeah.
But why you follow the mind? It's mind, no?
It's the first time that I see it's mine because
Okay,
it's so
great.
physical.
Any movement is the mind. And any stationary place is the mind. Good luck. Yeah.
How to recognize this?
Don't escape. How to recognize this?
Stationary place.
Stationary place? When I tell you. Because generally we have a blind spot. So speak, and then I will see.
Because it's easy to recognize the move.
It's easy to recognize what?
A movement is
Yeah,
easy to recognize.
That's what I added. And the stationary place, the fixed enlightenment, which is there all the time.
Then you will tell me.
Huh?
You will tell me when is a stationary place.
If you like, otherwise I don't tell.
I like.
I don't like to force.
But you know me, I like to be first.
There is a real problem, and when you got a glimpse, the mind expresses it. What a relief, finally, etc. And then you listen to the mind. Wait, I wanted to say something, I forgot. It will come back, maybe. And they believe. If you listen, it creates automatically a belief that this is it, that's more real. And that is the problem. That is the problem. So, even if a glimpse happens in time, in a split second, and you don't need a second glimpse in your life, when you know that the expression just after, the direct expression, I'm free, whatever, you don't look at it, otherwise it will become real, more real than the rest, and then you are fucked again. Be empty, remain empty for a while. Means without grasping something which arises. Then you are done, forever. Then when the moment of freedom is obviously apparent, you enjoy it. When it goes, you don't care. Because you know the nature of it. And your life will go on like this. Sometimes free, sometimes not free, but you know the nature of both. And you don't care anymore. What a freedom! This is the relief. Otherwise, you bind yourself to the spiritual moment, which I tell you will leave you. Then what? You are again in delusion, illusion. It's simple. Just listen to that. It's simple. But nobody tells it. Now it's too late. You heard it. Maybe then it's time to...
There's just so much gratitude, Ganga, to you.
Gratitude will be in the movie Endless. Yeah.
I know, but I still wanted to express it. Yeah.
I understand.
Thank you. Could you please talk about no relation?
Thank you.